Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. The software was giving me issues. We are officially sort of kind of back on YouTube. We're probably going to lead with that. I do want to out of the gates thank Richard Andrew Grove not only for his great work over at Tragedy and Hope and of course the podcast Grand Theft World, but for being a dedicated purveyor of not only truth, but critical independent thought over the last decade plus. And he is, got a comment over there, Decrypting Crypto Joe. And excuse me, let's be honest right now, okay? First of all, on YouTube, make a Rockfin account because I don't know that my channel is going to be here. I'm riding 2 strikes dirty right now. They took 8 videos down totally unjustly over a 48-hour period and gave me strike 2. We'll go over those. And, of course, we're going to be talking about this executive order, what it means, some of the pump and dump stuff, in my opinion, that's happening right now. As a result, we're going to be able to talk a little bit about Russia, Ukraine, and what I would call some of the very, very large economic impacts of what is happening just through corporations leaving and why this is not a good thing. All right, why this is a very, 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 let me say this, dangerous thing for all of us. For all of us. Because we do not want to normalize violent conflict with a first world military power that under the thinnest of veils, okay, we are supplying their enemy, period, okay? And if something were to happen anywhere in the Western world, it would already affect us, whether you like that or not, and it would be beyond economically, okay? So there's going to be a lot of talk there, but let's talk about the censorship right now, okay? I'm sick of hearing about quote-unquote Chinese or Soviet-style censorship. No. This is global, authoritarian censorship via a rising technopoly controlled by a transhumanist predator class. And let's hope that's not interpreted as cyberbullying. Okay? And that's what the big issue is with the lead story that we're going to get to in a moment. Yeah, Bitcoin surging. Great. But what's going to happen when they start picking winners and losers? When regulation will be different for certain exchanges and wallets, and some will be banned outright. This is it. They're looking to use the blockchain for slavery. All right, and that's probably because, I couldn't get things going quick enough. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have my blockchain WEF slavery video that we've played here. They basically show you all the biometric information and all that. And one of the things, that I talk about via Rockfin is, yeah, it's powered by crypto, but we don't know with these crazy, insane executive orders that hold no water where that crypto will go, what space, but you know what they want. They want a consolidation of power. They want to use technology to enslave humanity and not empower it, okay? So if you're here on YouTube, at a some miracle, sure, thumbs it up, subscribe, share if you're new to the channel. All the documentaries are free here, but we're 50,000 plus strong on Rockfin, and I think we haven't been able to post for like 16 or 17 days. You missed a lot of videos. You missed a lot of videos on a lot of different issues. You missed the fact that I don't think it's a good idea that Elon Musk, who's sending Starlink into the Ukraine, is getting involved in this situation on even that level. But then the conflict of interest, at the very least, go watch my other videos of the fact that he also has ride-along programs on SpaceX with DARPA's internet blackjack, that conflict of interest, and then he moves military cargo anywhere in the world via SpaceX as well. Those are huge contracts. It's a bad conflict. Crypto Joe, here you go. And don't forget, we've talked about other aspects of crypto enslaving humanity. Cardano being utilized in the healthcare system for what? Automation, robotics, and Grace the robot. Great. Goody, goody, goody gumdrops. Right now, we are live on the Podbean. So again, we're going to go over a few stories here, and then we're going to go strictly to Rockfin, and then also the Podbeanery. All right? We are on air. You can actually call in. I believe the link is over on my Twitter at Jason Bermas. So that's going to be another great way to interact. And soon enough, hopefully, if we can get everything going, that's also a way you're going to be able to support the show through a patron program via Podbean for the Bermas Brigade out there to really support me. I do want to thank Odyssey, because inevitably it looks like, really, did they take down my Musk thumbnail? No, that's just a yeah, there it is right there. It's just a little thing. Ultimately, I do believe that the censorship is going to get so bad that they are going to pull my channel. They don't care. They don't care. They're censoring in real time. In fact, there's a video from yesterday's video, okay, that we're going to play later on the uncensored part of the broadcast, okay, right here, that if you see that video right here in the side, I play it, of that gentleman, already pulled. So it's not Chinese style. It's not Soviet style. If you're going to use those terms, you might as well call it American style. Good old America style at this point, right? And those things are what? Extensions of the military-industrial complex. They are what is known as Trojan horse civilian systems. And I do want to say, hey, we utilize those Trojan horse civilian systems. And I want you to watch all the documentary films for free. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. You get them the highest quality and free over at Rockfin. And if you want to support me there, they're not premium, but you can still go premium, $9.99 a month or $99.99 for the year, and then you get everybody's premium content. I guess I can say that Eddie Bravo's going to be coming over to the Rockfin. Pretty excited about that. Let's get in, because not only is it a platform for people that speak independently like Bravo, but also for mixed martial arts and also for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which, of course, Bravo is A grade numero uno. Okay? So there was a lot of hype and fear-mongering around what was going to be done, but all I said was, look, this is the next step, the next movement. Whatever they're saying here might be reasonable. We don't know exactly what they're going to say. So now they're opening commissions. They're going to be looking into everything. And, of course, they want to move to a digital dollar. Old dollary-do. They want to move to the digital dollar. Wow. Of course. And when I was on this call today with Rockfin, and basically Martin goes on there, Ben Askren, who's a holder, he comes and listens in, a lot of the other creators and then holders, and a lot of people also in like the collegiate wrestling world. And, after everything was done, I was like, look, I'm not trying to be an alarmist here, but is there a movement in the future for Rockfin if there's some kind of a crazy regulation by these people? Because I don't trust them. I don't think this is for, our good or our betterment. I think they want to digitally enslave us. Make no mistake about it. Okay? So yeah, Bitcoin goes up, but they're talking about creating this thing. And what is the World Economic Forum backing? Well, during this conversation, people were talking about Ripple and how it already had so many problems with the SEC. I said, look, corruption is a part of the system for the predator class that get to game it and utilize it. And that's why I said you have to look at the World Economic Forum, because they're looking at that as the most relevant in central bank digital currency space. Why? They love fraud. They loved announcing, I believe it was all the way back in either 2008 or 2009, a special drawing rights unit for the International Monetary Fund that at the time I covered extremely heavily. Okay? And what that is it's a currency backed by nothing but what the IMF wants to give out. It's nothing. It's zeros and ones in succession. Well, let's be honest with ourselves. Blockchain technology is digital technology. Hence, it is ultimately at its core level binary code, zeros and ones. Anything can hold value. I get it. Paper is paper. We could talk about precious metals. But my point being this is what they really wanted to game it with, okay? So when you look at this, it's in full movement. This was in November, and they were looking at these different types of transactions. I mean, they're talking about, quote unquote, Eurasian fusion. Oh, Eurasian fusion, right? And right at the very bottom of this, where is it? Right here. During an episode of the Thinking Crypto podcast, RippleX general manager Monica Long spoke about developing what they're discussing here, CBDCs worldwide, and also stressed on the need for interoperability between systems. Okay. Furthermore, Long suggested that the XRP ledger could be a way to achieve this. And this is a big, big push. So, you know, when this was the WEF not only looking into it, but releasing their report. You know, they talk about Ethereum-based networks on top of that, right? But look to Ripple. And why? Because it's infinite, it's fraudulent, it's going to be easy for, you know, large holders to control ultimately, to rig the system, to game the system. All right? And look, we played, let's see if we could just do that live. The blockchain video of WEF, Blockchain Refugee Camp, WEF. Blockchain WEF Refugee Camp. Thumbs it up, by the way, guys. Let's do it. We do it live. Okay, yeah, there it is right here. The refugee, this is Facebook, refugee on the blockchain. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go right here. Okay. Okay, so is this on their own page? No, this is somebody else posting it. Let's just keep it just like that. Okay, nice music. You know, let's take the music off just because we don't want a copyright strike. We want the channel pulled. Now think, how lovely is this? Oh, do you not understand right now that the conflict that's already going on, we're going to get into some of that Russian-Ukraine conflict on this end, but that's the next thing in censorship, so we're going to be extremely careful there as well. You're going to end up having to come over to the Rockfin. You're going to end up having to come over to the Podbean. I'm sorry, that's just the way things are, okay? Take a look around. Porta potties, large pod-like, vans, and just horrific conditions. Well, right now, that's probably happening where? In Europe already. About to happen in Europe already. All right, and we're talking about expanding with Poland right now. So this is real time. And they're going to show you that this blockchain technology, when they talk about fourth industrial revolution, it will be hooked to your biometrics. It'll be hooked to your food supply. It'll be hooked to the supermarkets without physical money. Okay? So we'll continue to play. Here we go. Look right into the camera. Yeah, awesome. Oh, an iris scanner for the World Food Program account. I mean, look how happy they are in lines. Is this what we want for our future? Roving conflicts, destruction, cyber attacks, infrastructures down, refugee camps run by blockchain technology, probably enabled through satellite infrastructure, okay, like Starlink or Blackjack eventually, because a lot of the power is going to be knocked out, but you're still going to need your little blockchain devices, aren't you? I mean, my goodness. Look how happy they are. Oh, and it'll help the refugees find work so they can be on the food program. And it has their digital identity. It can confirm that. Great. No passports, certificates, financial histories. I mean, they're bragging, which are often destroyed during conflict or seized by hostile governments. And they can use this just to pay directly refugees. Yeah, great. Oh, look at those millions in transaction fees. Yes. Oh, we're going to cut fees. No need for a bank account or cash. They want that cash. And look, the bank accounts, they're already shutting down all over. They've already shut down digital infrastructure in Russia. That, again, should scare the ever-loving shizzle out of people. Okay? debited directly from the World Food Program. Yay, humanitarian aid in the blockchain. Yay. Okay, so let's now talk about some of the things that are going on here. All right. I shouldn't say we're. When you look at the Anglo-American global military alliance and NATO as a front for that alliance, all right, what are they trying to do? Oh, come on in. But it's not just NATO. It's the European Union. And the European Union is a brainchild of globalism and especially the Bilderberg Group. Enyon Davignon, it's in my picture Invisible Empire. We played it. People need to see it and understand it. Okay? So this doesn't seem to be ending. This seems to be escalation station. You get it? And yesterday, it went from McDonald's, okay, is pulling, they're almost 1,000 restaurants, but they're going to pay everybody. Okay, and then it went to Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Pepsi. Now KFC is supposed to shutter their doors. They're a part of PepsiCo. And again, no matter what you think about what's happening, this is bad. And everybody's like, well, that's great because they don't get the high fructose corn syrup in the burgers. You're not seeing the bigger picture. Listen, I'm not promoting fast food here. I'm explaining to you that large corporate entities are in fact now choosing sides because those are global entities. All right? They're traded on global exchanges. They're choosing sides while actual warfare is breaking out. The escalation of this in rapid fashion is really, really going quicker than I think most people realize. With that being said, okay, there's a lot of stories I'm gonna just kick through really quick, and we can't show this here. That's a no-no. Before we go over to the Rockfin and Podbean exclusively, guys. And I don't know if you've seen this video, but in true Zombie Joe fashion, because when Zombie Joe signs something and wants to be Crypto Joe or Joey Crypto or whatever, he's out of it. It's over. He can barely speak. The things he says are over the top, okay? And if you haven't seen this latest over-the-top video, you are in for a treat, my friends. Then we're going to be playing a, Moderna video that we probably can't play here, over there. We're going to show you some stuff. We're going to talk about funds that went to the media. We can't talk about here. We're going to have to talk about over there. And some other big aspects, including this Sadly Gates clip. Sadly, other people can play Bill Gates playing this on their channel. I can't. I don't even want to say V words or boop boops or anything at all anymore on this, at least until we knock down another strike and they can only kick me down for 2+ weeks or whatever and not just take all my work. Again, other channels are now monetized and allowed to say more than Jason Bermas, way more. Isn't that weird? And then they take down my past history videos, basically proving that I get these things out there way before everybody else. It's a dog and pony show. So without further ado, this is the guy that they're telling you is the most popular president in history and 81 million votes. Are we ready?
The 3 congressmen you have here, 2 of them look like they really could and did play ball, and the other one looks like he could bomb you.
Let's just, you don't think that could be real, right?
The 3 congressmen you have here, 2 of them look like they really could and did play ball, and the other one looks like he could bomb you.
I didn't say that. I mean, that's probably, again, one of the more coherent statements that Joey B has said in his Zombie J days. That's that guy. That's the guy they're telling you he's numero uno. So here's the deal, YouTube. It sucks. I wish I could continue my video here. I really do. I still want you to subscribe. We're 66,000 strong. But right now is the time to at least make that free Rockfin account. And look, if you're over there, I'm going to go check the Podbean. It's only audio, but you can call right in. Make at least the free account. Share the videos. Go check out what you missed for the last 2.5 weeks. I promise you, we went into Bill Barr, John Brennan, the 50K AMA as a winner, Spike Lee, the Epstein case. By the way, there was a hearing basically on the juror who basically lied that he had never been a victim of any kind of sexual assault or abuse, and he had. And now this may cause a retrial of Ghislaine. That happened the other day. We're covering all this stuff. And if you don't have the Rockfin account, you might not know about it. At least do that. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm sorry,